kind of painted a story.
Hello and welcome to Beyond the Business. Today's episode is a fun one for me. It's one I've been participating in with the Laredo Chamber, and I'm here with Sandra Alaniz from RE/MAX, but also the chairwoman of Laredo Chamber of Commerce. How are you today?
Doing great, Scott. How are you?
I'm good. You had a busy night last night, so I appreciate you showing up for us today.
Thank you.
We'll talk a little bit about what exciting an event you had last night. Thank you for coming and joining us today.
Absolutely, and thank you for inviting me. Scott, thank you for serving on our board. You're a super valuable member. You know I count on you all the time. And so I'm very grateful for that. And also for KGNS's commitment to the Chamber of Commerce. There's so many of you all that participate in our events and help us out. So we're very happy about that. So I have to thank you for that.
You're very welcome. There's no need to thank me, but I appreciate that. I mean, I've always felt like, and again, my participation in the Chamber is associated with my business. I mean, we sell advertising, and so businesses that need that service, it's good for us to communicate and talk to them about that. But at the same time, and I've told other people this, that when I moved to Laredo, I was looking for a way to prove that I was a part of the community. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so partnering and doing things with the local community projects and events and businesses is something that helps me kind of validate my interest in what's happening here in Laredo. And I enjoy volunteering for stuff anyways.
Well, I think you've proven yourself, and you're definitely very valuable to the community. So thank you very much. And we're not going to let you go anywhere. So tell your wife already that she's going to have to stay in Laredo because we need you at the Chamber.
We are, yeah. No, we've made that commitment, and we've enjoyed it. So it's good. So again, I want to talk to you a little bit about your tenure as the chairwoman of Laredo Chamber of Commerce. It's been a very exciting year. You're not completely done yet, but I think that we've gone through a lot of great events this year. How do you feel about the success of the year and where you've taken it?
Well, to begin, I want to explain how our year runs, because people think it's a calendar year. It's not January to December. It's a fiscal year. So our year begins in October and it ends in September. So last year, at the passing of the gavel happened in September, and obviously I took the reins in October. So now I only have August and September left, which everybody's teasing me because I keep on saying, peace out, I'm out, but I'm not. And I've loved every single minute of it. I'm ready to pass over the reins. However, I've just been so grateful and so happy with what the Chamber has been able to do this year. We've done fantastic things. Yeah. And that is only possible because of our executive director and our great team. The staff, bar none, are the best, literally. They are amazing.
The amount of things that they have to keep, they're juggling all these things, these activities that are happening with all the different committees we have. And I mean,
222 events.
That's crazy.
And then you have to consider the committees. You have to consider the offline calls, the different meetings. And then last minute events. The county will call us. The city will call us, and we're happy to participate. Yeah. But yes, it's a lot.
Yeah, I think that the I guess the staff that you have, it is supported by the committees themselves, but they keep us in line.
Yes.
Like we know that we have this responsibility, but I love getting that notice from Monica or notice from Gwen about, hey, this is coming up, reminder kind of thing.
Yes.
And so obviously you're not going anywhere. You're a business owner, and so your participation in the Chamber doesn't end necessarily. But I do think that there is a certain level of responsibility that you take on as the chairwoman. And how did you see it? I mean, has that opinion changed of the role from the moment that you got the role to now being almost finished with it?
Well, yeah, I found it a very weighty role. Yeah. Not only because I'm a female, but because I'm a perfectionist, and I wanted to do the very best possible. So I was quite not intimidated, because I don't get intimidated by things, but I felt challenged, right? And so I had conversations with our past chairs. I talked to Mike Morosco, I talked to Gabrielle and Adrienne, and absolutely spoke to the past female chairs as well. But the chamber was a different organization back then. So, you know, I love the way Mike told me, Mike Morosco said, Sandra, the chamber has been around for many, many years. And it's going to be around for many more years. You're just not that important. So that's what he told me. So I said, okay, but I still take this very seriously, right? I thought that was really funny. So definitely the idea of wanting to make changes were at the top of mind. But at the beginning, it was ready, set, go, you know? Yeah. So sometimes you almost feel like you just want to keep your head above water. And so at times we've got tons of events and I'm just struggling to make things happen.
Riding that wave.
Right. And then there's times where I can actually do things that mean something to me. Yeah. But bottom line, what means so much to me is the success of the chamber. Yeah. So whatever we do is good. And that's what I keep telling Rossi. You know, I've met her all the way through the year. I wanted her to be very aware of the challenges that she was going to face when she took over. Because you know, I was, you know, things landed on my lap automatically. And yes, I'm a business person, and yes, I manage, you know, people in an office, but this is a completely different realm you're talking about. So it was challenging and exciting, but at the same time, you know, you can handle it.
And I remember you starting out. I mean, you have like these things, you aspire to do things better, and how can I improve, and how can you do that? And so the fact that there's already a calendar of things that you have to take care of, it can derail a little bit of those aspirations. But you did something brand new that was amazing. The Women's Forum that just happened last night.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about where that came from and the success of that.
Man, I'm still so excited about our results yesterday, our outcome. So let me give you a little bit of, you know, history about the Laredo Women's Forum. It was started by my friend Dalia Martinez with IBC, and she came to me like in 27 and said, Sandy, I want to, you know, form a coalition of women, of business women, so that we can inspire, connect, and empower, you know, each other. So we got, you know, I think there was 8 of us, and so we had our first event, you know, in 2018, and then we continued until COVID happened. Yeah. So when COVID happened, obviously we couldn't do that anymore. So when we started talking about that I was going to take the reins as the chairwoman of the chamber, she said, Sandy, we should get the Women's Forum to become part of the chamber. And so that's a conversation that, you know, I had with the executive team, and they loved the idea. So it's not per se a committee, you know, because basically IBC and Dalia and Gabrielle ran it, right? But obviously it's something that now I'm going to be part of. And we had an amazing event. I mean, people are calling, texting me, sending me message all day long, and I feel super bad because I haven't been able to respond to everyone. But I can tell you that we had over 300 women there. Yeah. And it was phenomenal. You know, we said we're going to have 2 guest speakers on topics that are very important to us. You know, we had Dr. Medi Cortez with Gateway, and then we had Martha Sigora, she's an attorney, and they both talked about, well, you know, Dr. Cortez talked about women's, you know, issues. And then Marty came in and talked about, you know, 3 legal documents that are very critical to anyone, whether you're 20, 30, 40. It doesn't matter, 50, 60, it doesn't matter the age, right? And then we had, through Dalia's connections, the president of Visa North America. Yes, I said North America. So she's the president of Visa United States and Canada, and she's an amazing woman. She's responsible for thousands of people. So she came, we did a little panel. It was myself, Dalia, and her name is Kim Lawrence. And, you know, after the event, she said, this is so inspiring. And you could just feel the buzz in the air of how excited people were. And Kim was loving Laredo, loving the vibe, loving the people. And she says, you all need to do this more often. So this is something that we plan to do it on a yearly basis.
And I made a comment about this earlier about you've sparked a little bit of energy and excitement among the other women on the board. And I love the fact that it's about, I've always felt like Laredo Chamber is about access, like access to information from other businesses, and you're learning something from everybody that's participating together, because we all have a common goal to be successful to some extent. And so you are taking a little bit from everybody that you meet when you're in there. And so having something like this, a women's forum, that again, the fact that you were able to bring someone like that to be a speaker, and that's information from outside Laredo that wouldn't have been available otherwise.
She's corporate America.
Yeah.
There's nothing at her caliber here in Laredo.
Yeah.
So to have someone like her talk to us about her challenges, her dailies, you know, what inspires her, was wonderful. And the women were eating it up, as I was. And then it was fun too. You know, they did like a round of questions, like quick fire questions. And the one question that was asked, and they did it on purpose. I know they did it, because I asked, did you do that on purpose? They asked me, so what do you like to exercise? I'm like, does this body look like it exercises? Of course not. And you know, so it was fun as well. We had a great time.
Very good, very good. We're going to take a quick break and be back, and we'll talk a little bit about the future of the Laredo Chamber and the next chairwoman to come on board, and touch a little bit about some new things happening with you afterwards.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Again, I'm here with Sandra Alaniz, the chairwoman of Laredo Chamber of Commerce, as well as real estate agent for RE/MAX.
Yes, broker owner
RE/MAX in Laredo. Before we move on to what the future of Chamber is, tell me a little bit about how do you mix and mingle the responsibilities of a business owner as well as the chairwoman position of Chamber? How difficult is that to do?
You have to work more hours. That's just the bottom line. That's what it is. And also, I have a great team at my office. Jessica and Itzel, they are my everything. Those girls take care of everything for me. So while it's been a lot of work, I love it. And you know, I'm not going to, bottom line, being the chairwoman for the chamber is another job. I'm not kidding you. Some days I have 3 or 4 events, and it takes hours from my day, hours. So that how are you selling? I'm very proud to say that this year, RE/MAX does a top 250 agents and 250 teams in Texas event every year, and they base it on the volume that you've closed from January to June, and I was named one of the top 250 agents in Texas.
Congratulations.
So I was still able to do my job and take care of my clients, because that's my priority, obviously, and still be able to have fun with the chamber and do what I had to do. So can it be done? Absolutely. You just need to be very organized and have a great team that back you up.
That's right. You need a staff at your own office that knows that, okay, she's got to be at a ribbon cutting today, or, oh, hey, she's got to go do this event. Oh, hey, she's got to do this coffee with the chairwoman.
Even the agents, you know, like today I was talking to an agent. He was having an issue and he wanted to discuss it with me, and I normally put an alarm on my phone so it'll tell me, hey, you need to, so I can leave, right? Yeah. And he was telling me about his problem, and I was like, oh, I forgot to set the alarm because I was so tired from last night. And I was like, I gotta go, call me and I'll talk to you about it on the road. So we were able to resolve his issue, obviously. However, yes, can it be done? Yes, but it's a lot of work. And my agents are like, when are you gonna stop with these ribbon cuttings, with these meetings? Because I'm never at the office, but things are getting done. So I told them, don't worry, I'll be back in September.
Yeah, the schedule gets a little bit more flexible then. That's good, that's good. And I'm sure it'll be a breath of fresh air. So you're leaving, the passing of the gavel, and the awards ceremony is
August
in September?
The 20th, I'm sorry, September 26th.
September 26th.
Yes.
And so that's when Rossi Chase takes over. Talk to us a little bit
So
about
proud of her.
Rossi and where she's headed.
Well, she's headed into a very wonderful position, because in 110 years, there's never been back-to-back women serving as chairs. So this is the first time in Laredo history. She will be the 6th of 6 women serving as chairwoman and 111 years.
Wow.
Right.
Wow, that's good.
So we're very happy for her. And like I said earlier, I'm trying to move her through the system so she can see, the highs, the lows, the things that she's going to take care of. Some of the things that I wish I would have known. And you don't expect to be taught these things, but that's just the way I am. I like to mentor people.
Yeah.
So that was just part of, the process for me is to mentor her up to be ready, And you're never really ready, but she's going to be as ready as possible.
Yeah, obviously, like you said, you come in and you have these dreams of doing this big thing and doing something extra, but then you get overtaken by all the stuff that's already planned and set and just the managing of that.
Exactly. You just want to survive that day, or that week,
That week, yeah, exactly. So, okay, so she's taken over in September, and then we have the annual membership meeting shortly after that.
Yes.
That's the opportunity for all of Laredo and any participating membership that they can come and see what we did for the past year and make plans for the next year that's coming up, correct?
Yes, and that's a big meeting. Everyone is invited. It's free of charge. I believe it's going to be at the Falcon Event Center.
Yes.
And that was so much fun last year because we kind of did a year in review.
And it was the first one we'd done in a long time.
Right.
We had not had one of those, and we knew that it was there was a need to make sure that we're doing all this new stuff. Let's inform the membership of it. And so we're like, well, let's have this membership meeting.
Right, and also it really is important for the members to go because like a gym membership, if they don't use it, you don't get anything in return. So, if you're a member of the Chamber of Commerce, please put it on your notes or your calendar so that you can make sure and make it. And then we forgot to mention also the coffee with the chair. That's going to be this month. I can't believe it's August already. Yeah. It's going to be this month, and our speaker is Cliff Killam.
That's really great.
Yes.
That's really good. I think that anytime that anybody can get a chance to listen to his experience,
yes.
I think that that's a valuable thing for any small business owner. Definitely.
Absolutely. And he's going to be discussing his vision for downtown Laredo.
Oh, okay. So that opens up a whole new discussion. We
Yes.
won't get into it today, but again, the downtown area, we've been looking and searching and asking questions like, how do we fix that, and how do we make it something that is a valuable product for Laredo?
Well, he will give us that answer.
He has some thoughts. Yes,
he does, and it's going to be held at Mile 1.
Okay.
I can't remember the time, maybe 8 or 8:30. I'll share that with you. And the date, I believe, is August the 19th. I don't have my phone with me, so I don't have my calendar, but it's going to be very good. So we're inviting all the businesses that are open downtown, anybody that wants to invest in downtown, or if you just have questions about where downtown's going to take us in the next 20, 30 years, because that's his vision. It's not, a short-term thing. It's going to be a long-term thing.
Yeah, right. It can't be a short-term thing.
So he so generously accepted to be a speaker for that event. That was going to be my last, coffee with the chair, and I was so glad that he accepted.
Yeah.
So please make it.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thank you again for joining us. I think that this past year has been amazing. I think you've done an amazing job
Thank you.
Leading the Laredo Chamber.
Thank you.
We all try to support you and make sure that the year goes well. And so we appreciate everything you've done this year. And again, congratulations to the Women's Forum. That was an amazing event, and so happy to see that it's going to be something that the Chamber takes on as an annual thing. That'll be great. That'll be really good.
Thank you again, Scott.
You're very welcome.
We're reviving the history of this.
Kind of painted a story.
We're still rolling it on.